This is Nightline.
Tonight, catching up with the Chrisleys.
We're right on the cusp of a pardon.
Yeah.
After the controversial presidential pardon, Todd and Julie Chrisley are out of prison and back on screen with their family.
You're gonna see the dysfunction, you're gonna see the fight and the tears and everything we had to go through to get to today.
Inside their first moments of freedom.
I never thought I'd be with a dark-headed woman.
I know.
But I'm willing to try it tonight.
What's behind the growing family divide?
I haven't spoken to Chase and I can't tell you when.
Are we seeing a brand new Chrisley reality?
You know, a lot of people think you're broke.
Plus, the return of the Conjuring.
This thing in your house is a demon.
Patrick Wilson serving up more jump scares and surprising fans.
What's up, Hotlanta?
I never forget the feeling of being a fan first.
Inside the highest grossing horror franchise of them all. From Annabelle to the married paranormal investigators saying goodbye in this latest installment.
Our fake marriage lasted more than some Hollywood marriages.
And the late-breaking verdict in Cardi B's assault trial.
I know I got a little reputation, but I swear to God I'm innocent.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline.
Thanks for joining us. Tonight, it's been a whirlwind few months for Todd and Julie Chrisley. The former stars of Chrisley Knows Best are out of federal prison and back in front of the cameras. But this time, there seems to be a painful divide, which is revealing a whole new Chrisley family reality.
You come back and you're like, okay, I've got to do this and I've got to get back into this. But then there's this reluctance inside of you that says, I don't know that I want to do that anymore. I don't know that I want to do this.
You're questioning everything.
I think that you do.
Absolutely.
I think that you do.
It's been 3 months since Todd and Julie Chrisley walked free from federal prison following a controversial presidential pardon.
Just congratulate your parents, and I hear they're terrific people.
Once one of America's most popular TV families on the hit show Chrisley Knows Best.
We're not perfect.
But perfect should be something you should strive to be.
Their lavish lifestyle and their unfiltered parenting style first made them famous.
Savannah.
Yes?
I'm making sure that my future son-in-law eats well.
No, do not say that! Oh my God!
Now, their new reality and their notoriety, a far cry from that glittery past. Convicted and sentenced to 7 and 12 years for bank and wire fraud, as well as tax evasion. They were pardoned a little after 2 years.
How has your outlook on your life changed?
Being incarcerated causes you to look at your own mortality. I've got less days on this earth than what I've lived. And when I think you've had that time that you've been away from your family, I know I've got a lot of work to do.
I first talked to the Chrisleys just weeks after their daughter Savannah secured their release.
Would I have slept with someone to get one of my children home? I'd have sold tickets to the show. But my daughter didn't have to do.
Yeah, I certainly did not.
Now, in true Chrisley form, they are capturing all the drama behind the scenes on camera in a new Lifetime show, Chrisley's Back to Reality. From their first moments
I
reunited.
never thought I'd be with a dark-headed woman.
I know.
But I'm willing to try it tonight.
To the growing and bitter divide between Savannah and her older brother Chase.
Chase and I are definitely on rocky terms because over the past 2.5 years, he has not helped me at all.
As much as Savannah says she wants my help, I don't think Savannah actually wants any help because she wants to be able to say that she's done it on her own.
It feels like sibling rivalry on steroids. In part because of the extraordinary circumstances that your family went under.
Yeah. I feel that I had so much pressure on me. I think it was just being in the circumstances that I was in and had all these people in close proximity, but have never felt so alone.
Have you guys reconciled?
I haven't spoken to Chase and I can't tell you when.
This call is from
Todd Chrisley.
Cameras began rolling when Todd and Julie were still behind bars.
I live every day with the hopes that I will be reunited with my husband and my kids.
Savannah, you started shooting this before your parents got the pardon.
Yes.
How has the tone shifted? Because it's a very different show than Chrisley Knows Best.
Yes, it is. You know, we've said for 10 years that Chrisley Knows Best, it was a scripted comedy. But this show, we peel back the layers, we break it down. You're gonna see the dysfunction, you're gonna see the fight and the tears and everything we had to go through to get to today.
Todd's tears on full display in his last message to Savannah before leaving for prison.
No dad could ever be more proud of their daughter than I am of you. And I'm sorry. I truly am.
Trying to parent from behind bars.
To accept this call, press 5.
With jailhouse phone calls.
Savannah, how are you really doing? Don't lie to me. I know you're not good.
The Chrisley's youngest son, Grayson, who's been on TV since he was 6, preserving his privacy amidst heartache.
This is a bear my mom gave me with a voice recording in it. And now I'm not playing it. No, I mean, I don't want to listen to it. I feel like that's the last private thing I have.
Julie, as a mom, what's it like to know that Grayson is like trying to cling to some corner of privacy?
I love that at 19 years old, that he is able to establish boundaries. So many adults spend their whole life trying to establish boundaries, and he just did that on a huge platform. So it makes me proud.
The show also exposing the painful state of Savannah's tattered relationship with Chase.
I don't even want to try to have a relationship with him. With my parents gone, our household is completely divided.
Would you characterize it as estranged?
No, because at the end of the day, he is my brother and I love him, but I also have to love myself too.
How do you as parents deal with that kind of tension?
As a parent, it's not that you love a child more. You love a child differently because each child is different. You know, I've always said that Chase is better television than any child that I have.
Oh, trust me, he's on Chase's bandwagon right now. Chase is his favorite. Grayson says it. I say it.
I don't really care what they say.
I see.
Their opinions don't matter to me right now.
Yeah. You refuse to referee this one. You're going to let them...
I'm not, because I don't feel that it's my job. It's my job for both of them to know that I love them with all of my heart.
The family says along the way, the show will also tell their side of Todd and Julie's criminal case.
There's a score to be settled. My dad is not one to play with.
Since their release, prison reform has become a family mission.
When one of your family members goes to prison, you all go to prison. When we were sentenced, she was sentenced. Grayson, Chloe, my mother, you know, her parents, Chase, they all received a sentence in a certain way. And so that is what the one thing that Julie and I, you know, that we continue to fight for, you know, other families.
Todd even invited back by the Bureau of Prisons to speak at the Pensacola prison where he served time.
And so what's the oddest part of reentry for you, Todd?
I don't know that I've had an odd part. Even though it was 28 months there, I lived my life like I was still doing my thing. I did not, you know, I was in prison. Prison was not in me.
You know, a lot of people think you're broke now and that your life is going to be completely different.
But where would they get that? Where would you get that? Do you know how much is in my bank account?
No, would you like to tell me?
But it's not what you just referenced.
But I think it's like everyone else. Like, you guys got out and you immediately started working.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Absolutely.
building your life back, and luckily the opportunities have come.
By the grace of God.
Savannah moving on and making her own opportunities as well. She's moving out of this house that she was living in when we first sat down with her last year.
So you're convinced they're not guilty?
100%.
Nightline following her as she proved to be her parents' loudest advocate.
There was never a single loan document showed at trial that showed their signatures, that showed loss amount.
Becoming a burgeoning MAGA darling, some speculating if she'll run for office.
I'm just getting my life back, and I'm 28 years old. I need to get settled, figure out who I am, what I want out of life. Now, Marsha Blackburn's running for governor. She will win, and then her Senate seat comes up. So who knows? I could be the youngest senator to ever hold that seat if I felt led to do that.
The family's political beliefs drawing criticism from some.
I've heard people say, oh, the Chrisleys are Trumpers, you know, I'm no longer interested.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to that viewer, that fan?
Well, I don't think that viewer really ever knew us because, you know, our family has always been very socially liberal and fiscally conservative. You know, I don't agree with everything that any any president does, or congressman or senator, reality star, whatever. And people are gonna like this comment or not. Yes, I can sit here because I have been pardoned and say that I love President Donald J. Trump because he gave me my family back.
I know not one person that if President Trump offered them a pardon would say no.
Would say no.
The Chrisleys, ever on brand, unapologetic to the core.
What do you say to folks who think you didn't deserve the pardon, that you're guilty and you should have served your time?
Well, those are the people that have not dug into the case, and you're going to see this come out in these 8 episodes. But at the end of the day, I don't live my life for those people that think I'm guilty. I know what I've done.
And up next, one-on-one with Patrick Wilson, the star of The Conjuring, Last Rites. What scares are in store this time?
Is a demon. It's the first one that we ever encountered. We were young. We were scared. We ran away.
And welcome back. Patrick Wilson has starred in the Conjuring films from the beginning, as the beloved film series garnered legions of fans. He says he's one of the biggest. Here's ABC's Faith Abube.
What's up, Hotlanta? How we doing? Who was surprised?
Scary movie fans in for a different kind of surprise in this Atlanta theater. Patrick Wilson showing up for one special screening of the latest installment, The Conjuring, Last Rites.
So, when did this start?
Heather's confirmation.
7th of September.
There's something in the attic.
Wilson has been a fixture in Hollywood for decades and one of the faces that launched the Conjuring universe, the highest grossing horror film franchise in movie history.
We are beyond terrified. We don't know what's going on or what to do. Can you help us?
Yes, we can.
So you just came out of the theater.
I did.
And surprised a host of fans who were so excited to watch the early screening of the movie, but then they got you as well.
Yeah.
What was that like?
You know, I never forget the feeling of being a fan first, because I'm that as well. And so I always put myself in their shoes and what that would feel like to see, especially someone like, I think I have a pretty good self-awareness, right, of me in these series.
Wilson's previous roles spanning genres, playing a romantic lead in films like Little Children.
You know what they call you?
What?
The Prom King.
Really?
A villain in DC's Aquaman franchise.
The time has come for Atlantis to rise again.
And an honest state trooper in the Fargo television series.
If either of these men draw, I'm gonna be forced to shoot some people, and I don't want to do that.
Wilson is also an accomplished tenor, showcased in films like Phantom of the Opera.
Forget these wide-eyed fears.
Duetting with Barbra Streisand, covering her song, Loving You.
Loving you is why I do the things I do.
His character even singing the Elvis classic, Can't Help Falling in Love with You in The Conjuring 2.
If I can't help falling in love with you.
So, I mean, are we going to see more singing, more playing
I try to
instrument?
throw it in there. Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to do a musical movie again. That's what I'd love to do.
Interesting. Well, the powers that be are listening, so.
Last Rites marking the final pairing of Wilson with co-star Vera Farmiga in the Conjuring universe. Their characters based on real-life paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, investigating the haunting of the Smurl family from Pennsylvania.
We're not leaving you.
It's the final in the Conjuring franchise with the characters, Ed and Lorraine. Of course, Vera plays Lorraine, you play Ed Warren. What has that ride been like?
It's pretty, it's a blessing. I'm sure it's like an athlete that just gives everything on the field. And then your team breaks up and you're like, oh God, but you'll always have that moment. So for us, for me and Vera and some of our others, I mean, we will always have these moments together, but it will be strange not going back to work.
I think Vera said that you guys had the best arranged marriage. It was like the
Our
perfect.
fake marriage lasted more than some Hollywood marriages.
Their collaboration lasting 12 years since the original Conjuring in 2013.
Well, we've been called demonologists. It's one name for us. Ghost hunters, paranormal researchers.
Kooks.
Farmiga, known for dramas like Up in the Air.
Yeah, but by the time someone is right for you, it won't feel like settling. And the only person left to judge you will be the 23-year-old girl with the target on your back.
And The Departed.
Listen, you know, I'm not just somebody that you have to see or they put you in jail. Okay? I mean, if you're in distress, I will help you.
Do you think the chemistry, the bond is part of the experience and what helps, the fan base just hang on to you guys?
I think one thing that we've done that's different than any other franchise, right? Usually horror franchises are based around a villain, right? That's kind of the through line. But when you anchor it around a relationship, it enables us to go as full throttle as we want towards our marriage and how much we love each other and our faith and our devotion.
Devotion, too, from legions of horror fans, keeping the franchise flowing into a decade of jump scares.
How do you keep people coming back into these seats? And
Yeah.
horror movies tend to do that all
They
the
do.
time. They draw the crowds.
Being scared in a theater is a very specific experience, right? And
Grabbing
you're
your
surrounded by
neighbor.
people, grabbing your neighbor. It's a shared experience. How many of those do we have in life? Where you're in a shared experience with strangers that probably you'll never see it again. Because right now, the state of movies, it's like an event. Think of how Sinners did, how Weapons did. When these original concepts did, everyone is floored because of the success, but people still want that experience. They do.
That experience leaving audiences with more than just goosebumps.
I get scared really
Yeah.
easily. But watching this movie, it was more than just that for me, right?
Well, I mean, that's the greatest thing to me about this genre, is it's such a wide swath and so many tentacles, right, in this beast of the horror genre. And I think for us, we want to face our fears, and that's a big learning lesson. I think it's also about just love triumphing over fear.
Our thanks to Faith. The Conjuring: Last Rites will be in theaters and IMAX nationwide this Friday. When we come back, the late-breaking verdict for Cardi B.
I will say it in my deathbed. I did not touch that woman.
And finally tonight, Cardi B off the hook.
Gotta play it safe, no face, no case.
The Grammy-winning Up rapper cleared in a $24 million civil lawsuit accusing her of assaulting a security guard outside a Beverly Hills OBGYN office in 2018. Cardi taking the stand multiple days.
And why were you concerned?
Because I'm pregnant and this girl's about to beat my. Hello?
Making waves for her blunt testimony and her changing looks and wigs.
I'm telling you guys, when I say that my forehead is raw from changing all these wigs, raw.
Speaking out tonight after the verdict.
I am not that celeb that you're gonna sue and you think it's gonna settle. I'm not gonna settle, especially when I'm super, completely innocent. I know I got a little reputation, but I swear to God I'm innocent. I swear to God, like this, like I'm really innocent for real.
And that's Nightline. You can watch all of our full episodes on Disney Plus and Hulu. We'll see you right back here, same time tomorrow. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America.